Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nerd Rant. I'm Dr. Zombrain, also known as... I don't know anymore. I've lost all meaning.
Wow, I'm neither of those things. I'm JJ, aka Junior Wolf. That's pretty cool, bro. You need some therapy?
Yes I do.
You know what, Felt? We all need some therapy.
Do you know
now
what my
and again.
therapy is?
Fortnite?
It's really unhealthy. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about this week. Next week, or... I don't know. We're gonna talk about it eventually.
Yeah, probably next week. We'll see.
Well, I'm trying to think when this is going live, like...
Well, when they hear this, it'll still be next week.
Unless, like, I was thinking, like, we pushed it, but then we don't have an episode for this week, so this will be this week. But I wasn't sure with Fortnite. It could have been could have postponed because we need Fortnite next week or this week. I don't know, man. Bro, okay. I've been up since 7. I just played the update right out of its drop, and it's currently 10:30 p.m. And I just worked for 8 hours.
Sounds like a great day.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about the world of video game collaborations.
It's mid. I'm kidding.
Why do you use that joke every time? It's like I introduced the subject, you're like, it's mid, I'm kidding. You can't, like, come on, buddy, be fresh.
Mr. Fresh Aged.
Oh dear, okay. That was a very loud clap. You good?
No, I'm never good.
Okay.
Remember we talked about this. I need therapy.
Yep, definitely.
Anyways, yes,
so...
we were trying to think of something that's not Fortnite, but I was thinking, like, because I saw it thrown through Twitter the other day, something about Overwatch collab, and I'm like, let's talk about that. Like, Fortnite's done it really well, but let's talk about some other collabs, like Call of Duty, Destiny, Fall Guys, I guess, technically. And then JJ did some research while I was at work to find some other smaller ones that aren't mainstream. Like, everyone knows Call of Duty and Fortnite, but there's obviously other collabs out there. Like Minecraft collaborating with Crocs.
Yep, that exists.
Minecraft collabs are on a different level.
Yeah.
But anyway, where do we want to start?
Well, I think we should just get the what's an expression I can use? Get the ball out of the park. Get the hamster out of the hay bale. Yeah. Well, no, but like, get the elephant out of the room. There we go. That one works. And address the fact that obviously Fortnite is the king right now when it comes to collaborations.
Obviously.
Like, we can talk for hours about all these different ones, but none
of
them are in
I
any.
can talk for days. I am a psychopath.
We could talk for hours about these different collaborations, but Fortnite is gonna take the cake on any of them.
No, we're gonna talk about some Fortnite collabs because it's on, like, the one thing that just comes to mind straight away is the fact that when Fortnite had Spider-Man, right? And we got Spider-Man web shooters, and somehow it was better than an actual Marvel Spider-Man game.
Okay, Marvel Avengers. Spider-Man was a DLC.
Yeah, but like, come on. So I think that just shows the level of Fortnite collabs versus, I don't know, the random K-pop concert in PUBG that was pre-recorded. Yeah. So we're gonna, like, take Fortnite, which is obviously, like you said, king, and take some notes and see how some other games do well and maybe what they can do to improve. Obviously, we're not saying Minecraft should bring in Travis Scott and Astroworld and do a whole live concert on a public Minecraft server or something. We're not saying that. But there's definitely some types of collabs or the way they go about it that some other games could definitely do much better.
So let's start on the more serious side of things. I have two sites open here. They're like top 10 sites, and one of them is like actual collaborations. One of them is weird collaborations, which, granted, some of them are weird, but we'll hop into the serious ones first. And okay, so right off the bat, I feel like the most obvious one that people think of when they're like, ooh, video game crossovers is Smash Bros, right? Like, Smash Bros has a bunch of Nintendo characters, but also a bunch of, like, other game characters. Like, yeah, you got Steve from Minecraft in there. You got Kingdom Hearts characters in there. You got
all the
Sans
above.
was in there. Was Sans
I don't
in
know.
Smash Bros?
I don't play Smash.
Hold up. Sans Smash Bros. I have a feeling he's
Is it A, video game character 1, B, video game character 2, or 3, video game character all of the above?
Yep, that's pretty interesting.
Pretty much how
Bros.
Smash. Yep.
Anyways, but yeah, Smash is a very big player when it comes to collaboration.
I definitely
They're trying to
think
get as many
as a game itself,
games
it's
in
pretty
there.
big, competitive, right? It's one of the few competitive games that have lasted so long.
Yeah.
By the way,
It's
just
like-
random gaming news. Apparently, Counter-Strike 2 is coming out.
What's a Counter-Strike?
Counter-Strike CS:GO,
Oh.
CS:GO 2.
Cool.
That's like the esport that like founded esports.
True. Yeah.
So I don't know, just random. It's probably gonna fool an Overwatch and get really bad and be free to play.
Probably, honestly.
But no, just random gaming news. Figure I throw that in there.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep. It's very interesting.
yes, it is. I don't
Apparently,
know. I know.
apparently Pac-Man's in Smash Bros. Too.
I mean, that's not surprising. It is Nintendo,
Pac-Man's not Nintendo.
isn't it?
No.
I thought it was Nintendo.
I'm pretty sure that's Atari, buddy.
Atari died though.
That doesn't change the fact that it's the origin of the IP.
Shh. It's not like we talking about IPs. Wait, if you guys want to learn about IPs,
We have an episode on IPs.
anyway, what's after Smash? Because we have like a lot.
Yeah. A more recent player in the collab game has been Dead Cells. I know you've heard a little bit about him, but
Apparently, it's Bandai Namco owns Pac-Man.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Anyways, Dead Cells.
Yep.
You know a little bit about that, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
It's a game.
Wow, good job.
Do I get a gold star?
Yes, you do. Good job. You're such a professional.
All right.
Dead Cells is a side scroll roguelike. Yeah, that's the word. Side scroll roguelike. I can say words.
Speaking's hard. It's okay.
They have collabed with quite a few different games.
Yeah.
They did basically one round of collabs. It was like 5 different games. None of them I've heard of, but there are other ones similar to the Dead Cells style, kind of like the 8-bit side scroll kind of platformer.
That's the
hack and
one that's
slash
going to be
thing.
coming in the next Terraria update, right?
Yes, that is the most recent one. There is going to be a spot in Dead Cells where you can find the Star Fury from Terraria.
Let's go.
And it'll have like corrupted trees in the background and whatnot.
Swagalicious.
Yeah, and then in Terraria we have no clue what you're going to be able to have, so that'll be fun.
Yep. That's really all I know about Dead Cells. I just heard it from Terraria news.
Yeah, no, and I think the interesting part about that is Dead Cells, from what I understand, is just an indie game. Like,
Yeah, and
Dead Cells
I
is
didn't know that.
quite simply just a random indie game that wanted to collab with a bunch of other indie games. And I really like that aspect, honestly. Like, we have these big ones like Fortnite and Minecraft and all these collabs that are happening, this like AAA, like big deals, like, yeah, let's have Star Wars in the game, like something like that. But this is like, okay, what are some other indie counterparts that are similar to us that we would love to interact with, right?
Kind of like
That
part of the community. Yeah.
Yeah,
part of
like
the
the community
indie
for our
community.
game would also be interested in seeing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely certain games that, like Fortnite, it kind of just does everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's some
Yeah.
other games that do actually really think it through and does it well versus just, this is a big IP, let's do it. Like you said, like Star
Yeah.
Wars or something. Like, let's just get Star Wars in here, because why not? So, definitely, that's one of those things, one reason why I wanted to do that, like, kind of point something like that out and, like, give them props for that. That's a really good way of going about collabs versus just money grab. Right? Like, again, Fortnite, when they do collabs, like, we look at the Mr. Beast, right? They had 2
Yeah.
different skins and, like, 2 different pickaxes. Like, that's just a money grab. Yes, it's cool to see Mr. Beast, but, like, come on. Could have
Yeah.
done different styles or something. Like, we've seen other skins with, like, 7. Look at Allier with, like, 9 different styles. You couldn't do that for Mr. Beast. So,
A little unfortunate.
so there's pros and cons. Every company does well in certain things and does not do well in a lot of other things.
Yeah.
So, But yeah, definitely.
I find it funny though. The next one on this list that I have is literally Fortnite X almost everything.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I think I'd have to rate it a little bit higher, but
Yeah.
should we just wait and like come back to Fortnite because that's gonna be the one?
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Here's a funky one. It's not a video game collaboration, but for some reason it's on this list. Pokemon and Oreos.
Isn't it?
Apparently there was a whole series of all of the first series Pokemon on Oreos.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Like every
I saw a video of
single
people
one.
trying to collect them and buying multiple Oreo packets to collect the limited edition
That's
Pikachu.
Okay, I guess that exists.
I mean, Pokemon is I'm still pretty sure if not the biggest IP, right? So that makes sense. Like they've done a lot. They have a lot of games, shows, but they also have a lot of like other type of merchandise.
Yeah.
Like you got Goldfish, Pokemon, everything has Pikachu on it at this point.
It's really funny. They mention right here, it's a cute way to capture Pokemon's gotta catch 'em all mantra to having to collect all the Pokemon, but this led to something almost no one expected. The Pokemon Oreos themselves were scalped. People bought them in bulk to mark up the cookies and sell them online.
I did see
even
that too.
selling certain specific Pokemon cookies separately.
So this really went past you? This happened a while ago.
Yeah, no, I didn't catch that.
Oh yeah, no, I knew about that. It was interesting. I remember seeing a $90 Oreo, a single
That
Oreo.
is like, why would you? That's like the same thing as selling an Among Us shaped chicken nugget. Like, it's not something that you do.
Welcome to humanity, JJ. It's a rude awakening.
Ay.
I mean, that kind of makes sense though, because it is a video game collab with something.
Yeah.
Because I guess Pokemon. Well, Pokemon's more a card game, right? I think it started as a trading card game. But anyway, what's the next game?
The next one here is Sea of Thieves X Pirates of the Caribbean. You probably don't know much about this because
I know a little
Sea of
bit.
Thieves, but
I know a little bit of Sea of Thieves.
This was a really big collab because I can say for a fact that Sea of Thieves is the biggest pirate game like ever. And the
One
fact
Piece
that
Odyssey, cough cough.
No, that doesn't count.
What do you mean? It's literally about pirates.
Doesn't count. But like the fact that they collab with Pirates of the Caribbean of all things is absolutely massive. Like that has to be one of the biggest collabs of that year. It's absolutely huge.
I think it's also fun to see, right? Like something like Marvel. What is Marvel collabed with? Like everything, right? But something like Pirates of the Caribbean, they don't collab with everyone. They don't got like a game and a show and this and that and t-shirt. Like they don't collab with everyone. So it's really interesting when something like Pirates of the Caribbean is in a collab. Whereas Pokemon, like I said, has like all the gummies and shirts and Nike and you know what I mean? Like it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see something like Pirates of the Caribbean collabing in general.
Yeah. And especially in a game where it fits so well.
Yes. Again, props. That is a good collab. Nobody wants Robocop and Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. That'd be cool. That'd be quite interesting to see. I mean, because Sea of Thieves is Microsoft, they already have had like 2 or 3 Halo collabs, and it doesn't fit super well, but they managed to make it work somewhat.
That's cool. Yes.
Yeah.
You do use Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Anyways, the next one is Dead by Daylight X Resident Evil. I don't know much about Resident Evil, but I know Dead by Daylight is a great game to try and interject something along those lines, like that type of horror experience.
I think I did hear about this one. I don't know much about it specifically, but I did hear about it. And scrolling through my YouTube shorts for hours, I have problems.
Yeah. I mean, you know what Dead by Daylight is, right?
99% sure. I'm like imaging it.
You know, Flee the Facility on Roblox is literally that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a very fitting collab. I think it flows well. The characters fit the universe at the very least.
Again, a community
Kinda like
type
the
thing,
Sea of Thieves
right?
ones.
Like
Yeah.
you know, it's horror games. Right? It's cool seeing horror games collab with other horror games. I don't want to be seeing Steve jump scaring me.
Yeah. I mean, Dead by Daylight in general has done great with their theme collabs. Like, they have all the popular horror movie villains in there. Like, got Freddy Krueger and Slenderman and, like, all the bigger villains. Not villains.
Protagonists?
Creatures? No. like horror antagonists. We'll go with that.
But are they
Horror
antagonists?
Yeah, like all the killers.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they make them an antagonist. Protagonist is just the main character.
You think Slender is just misunderstood?
No, protagonist is just the main character.
No, protagonist is the person trying to be good.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Protagonist is the person you're rooting for.
It's more...
Antagonist is the person trying to prevent things. Like in the Joker movie, he's not the protagonist.
Yeah?
No. He is an antagonist.
No.
Yeah, somebody like Batman would still remain the protagonist.
In Batman's the protagonist and Joker's the antagonist. But in Joker, where Joker's the main character, he's the protagonist and Batman will be the antagonist. No, because you have to be able to relate
to the protagonist's
Antagonists are not always bad. Protagonists are not always good.
Yeah,
no,
they are.
Google it right now.
Yeah.
Google it right now.
Google? What am I supposed to Google?
Google the definition of protagonist.
Protagonist.
It's not the good guy.
Very intense typing, my friend.
The leading character of one or more major characters in drama, movie, novel. Leading character. That's it. Leading character. Does not mean good. Does not mean bad. Just leading character.
I don't like that.
Why?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Anyway, I was right. Again, let's say the next game then.
Wow, again.
I mean, you also thought Google was its own thing, but it was owned by Alphabet.
What do you mean I knew Google was owned by Alphabet?
No, you didn't. We literally had this talk. You thought it was owned by Microsoft.
No.
Literally on one of the episodes. We've had this talk multiple times, JJ. Anyway, next game.
Destiny 2X Halo. I guess that happened.
Oh, that's cool. Destiny's collabed with a few things, actually.
Yeah,
Fortnite.
Destiny, I don't know how I feel, because they kind of understand, like, obviously, Destiny X Halo, great universal matching. Like,
yeah,
I think
definitely
they fit really well as, like, themed games. Like, you got that whole armor thing, space travel, like, aliens, all that kind of stuff. Fits really well. Then you got something like Assassin's Creed. They had a collab, and, you know, Assassins don't typically wear power armor or go travel through space.
No.
So, like, how would you do that?
Magic.
They kind of understand where they're going with things. I just think they don't quite have the same grasp that they need to.
Everyone that's played Destiny, they've told me Destiny has gone downhill.
Yeah, it's been rough.
It used to be free and it was fine, and now apparently they've completely changed it all over again. It's practically not free at all, and all the new content is better than the old one, but it's all paid content. It's not. Yeah, Destiny's been going downhill from what I've heard.
Yeah, which is why they need the collabs to keep them afloat.
Yep, it's normally how a lot of things go nowadays.
Okay, I just really think this one is funny. I didn't know this existed, but apparently Warzone X Die Hard. That exists? Like, excuse me? That is hysterical.
I mean, even if you don't like Call of Duty, Warzone is still, honestly, I'd say the second biggest BR, right, apart from Fortnite. So it, like,
dude,
remember
I would hate to see John McClane just sprinting at me.
I mean, they have, remember they had the King Kong and Godzilla event.
Yeah.
They have Snoop Dogg in Call of Duty.
Interesting.
Oh, this is fun. So, remember how I showed you guys that Snoop Dogg joined FaZe? Well, he was actually in part of Call of Duty long before that. In Call of Duty Ghosts, you can actually buy sound bites. So, like when it's like, hey, they're capturing A, or good job, soldier. Or you can buy different ones, like Grandma, or you can buy Snoop Dogg.
Wow, brilliant.
It's great. He's also in COD Mobile, and he was in Vanguard.
Brilliant.
They've collabed with a lot too. Warzone, Call of Duty.
That's fun.
Like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan was not as good in that one, though. Well, I don't know. There's 2 Attack on Titan skins. There's Levi, the one I showed you that looks absolutely horrendous and just looks dorky. And then there's the Attack Titan that actually does look really well and has a really cool variant of a gun. So,
there.
Again, good and bad.
Yeah.
Mostly bad.
Totally.
Anyway, next game.
All right. So that was the end of that list. So thoughts? What do you think of the state of what we just went over?
There's collabs. Some I knew.
There is.
Most I knew. Some I did not know. Like I said, I knew the Oreo Pokemon thing, but
yeah,
it's and most of them it's not that I didn't know because I just didn't care. I don't play Sea of Thieves, so I'm not going to pay attention to Sea of Thieves collabs. But no, definitely, we definitely saw some pros and cons, right? Like we said, Pirates of the Caribbean and Sea of Thieves, that makes sense. Halo and Destiny, that makes sense. And we saw some that just don't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like at the very least, companies are realizing that collabing with IPs is going to bring in new players. It's going to bring in business. And
yeah,
I think that's mainly due to the success of Fortnite's collaborations. Like, whatever you want to stoop it down to, there was practically no collaborations of this type
until
before Fortnite did their
John
Marvel
Wick
stuff.
Well, honestly, I'd say John Wick too, right? Like I remember everyone using the Reaper, and everyone knew it was John Wick, right? His pickaxe was a pencil. It was obviously John Wick, and then
it was just the concept of having one of your favorite characters in a game not associated with them. It just makes it so much more interesting. It makes you want to play the game to obtain that thing.
Obviously, that was the Reaper. That wasn't John Wick. And we've seen other things like in different games with characters that look like it. But when I think it was season 9 or 8, when we actually got like John Wick, it was mind blowing when we actually got the IPs for characters. And this is one of those things where Fortnite will go down in history, whether you like it or not. It changed the internet a lot. It is a huge cultural shift for stuff like collabs, right? Like seeing Endgame, Infinity War, those game modes, like it was insane during that time.
Yeah.
And even now, what other game has done anything to that level? You can't name one.
Not a lot.
You can't name one.
Nah.
So, but yeah, it's really cool seeing some of these collabs though. Hearing some of them, like Dead Cells, I knew that, but again, the Sea of Thieves, that sounds cool. The horror one, again, just really cool. Not something that I'm ever gonna like specifically go out, and I think that's another cool thing that when they do multiple ones, because something like Fortnite, what if I don't play video games? But what if I do like Marvel? What if I don't like DC? It has options, right? So it's having multiple games like Terraria. What if you don't care about Dead Cells? Well, you have what is it, Dungeon Defenders? No. Yeah. Tower?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
That. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have that, right? Like, it's really cool seeing variety in collabs, too, more than just a one-and-done thing. Because what if I don't care about that IP? Then it literally means nothing.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I hope to see more things like what Dead Cells is doing, like, especially between smaller games. Like,
smaller, yet Terraria is the first one to reach 1 million positive likes on Steam.
I can't remember if I told you this or not, but Scarlet Nexus had a collab with a game called, oh gosh, now, of course, I literally was just thinking of it, now I'm drawing a blank. Scarlet Nexus collab. I was just talking to Jaden about it. Tales of Arise. There it is.
Oh, that's the one he's been playing.
It is. They're both anime games. They're both Bandai Namco, and I feel like it's kind of a miss to market. Like, if you own multiple IPs, why not have them cross over, right?
Again,
like
Fortnite. That's where the characters, like the symbols came from. That Infinity Blade, that's their IP. Gears of War originally was their IP.
Yeah. It just makes a lot of sense because you don't have to go through most of the legal troubles of getting like the permission to put it in the game, and you can practically do what you want with it. So why not try and plug people to your other game to make you more money? Like, it just makes a lot more sense, because I don't even think I would have been mildly interested in Tales of Arise before this collab, but now, like, hey, I know Bandai Namco, the people who made one of my favorite games, created this other game that's also along the same lines. Why wouldn't I give it a try?
Yeah. which is again Fortnite. You know, when they have things like Marvel and DC, but then they have John Wick, and then they have gaming legends like Jinx or Halo or whatever. It's like, why wouldn't I go try it? I love this character. Like, I was talking with my one, he didn't play, but I was talking with him. It's like, he's like, I might actually give it a try this week because I want to get Doom Guy, or I want to get The Witcher before it's gone because it's in the Battle Pass. Might as well give Fortnite a try. So when you're doing collabs like this, you're giving content for them because they probably get part of the rights to those skins, right? Monetization, but you're also playing that other game, so it's a win-win, right?
Yeah, it pulls in a lot of new people, and it just seems like a given on doing it with your own stuff.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like the Halo and Sea of Thieves kind of thing, because they're both Microsoft games, and Microsoft could very easily do collabs like that.
However, that doesn't always make sense.
Yeah.
But anyway.
This is true.
You had a weird list, too?
I have a list of some very curious collabs. There are like one or two on here that is like, okay, I can understand that. But the rest are like, why?
Let's see how mind blown I am. Let's see how many I know.
All right, so the first one on this list is a $25,000 crystal Pikachu.
And
there were very few of these made, and nobody knows why they would even want to make this, but it's officially licensed. Like,
okay,
this is a Nintendo actually wanted to have this made, and people bought it.
Yeah. You sound so surprised
$25,000
by the Pokemon stuff. I don't think you realize how big Pokemon is.
I know how big Pokemon is, but like it's a glass Pikachu, bro. Why would you pay $25,000 for it?
Because Pikachu Pog.
Your mom is Pog.
Okay, well, I'm not surprised by that one at all. I didn't know that happened, but no, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're not surprised. Anyways, hold up. I need to Google this name because I read it, but like, okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
When you said the Crystal Pikachu, I was expecting more on that. Just Crystal Pikachu.
Just
like I figured
it's a Crystal Pikachu. It's for the 25th anniversary, apparently.
Okay. Cartoon Network just had its 30th anniversary, which blows my mind.
Really? It's 30 years old?
Cartoon Network. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang. That's a lot.
Anyway. You looked it up? You got a name?
Yep. Okay. So, Black Milk, apparently a clothing brand, specifically women's as far as I can tell, had a Legend of Zelda collab.
Okay.
Some of them are very interesting. Like, there's this random dress with what looks like a fish and an ocarina on it.
Nice.
I don't know why a fish, but like ocarina I can understand.
Seems fishy.
Yeah. There's this jacket though with Zelda on it.
Of course it's a jacket that you pointed out.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, I love jackets. Don't judge me.
I just judged you.
Apparently there is also underwear with eyeballs from the Sheikah Slate.
See, here's the thing that pains me, is I'm not surprised. I just don't think you realize that I'm also, not only am I a nerd, I'm looking at like tech stuff and Fortnite and collabs and weeb stuff, but I'm also just on the weird side of the internet at the same time.
Yeah.
So that does not surprise me.
I mean, think about it like this though, like Nintendo doesn't collab much. So like the fact that they collabed with a clothing brand and a small clothing brand at that
is pretty cool.
It's like that's interesting.
Honestly, that's a pretty big deal because Nintendo did something.
They weren't selfish.
Wow.
Anyways,
we're never gonna see that again.
Yeah. So this next one I knew about. I actually really love this one, but I'm hoping this balloons us into another field here. This is Valorant X Zed. You know who Zed is, right?
No, but second names, we've been over this.
He's a, guess, what's the best word for him? He's a DJ / music artist.
Okay, then I never heard of him.
Yeah, he does mostly EDM stuff.
Probably why.
Some, like, techno, but he actually composed and created all of the sound effects and music for Valorant.
Huh.
So like all the gunshots and like the little
Yeah,
tags and stuff. Like he made all of that for the game, which I think is really, really cool.
That is pretty cool.
A missed opportunity for a lot of stuff, because you see stuff like League of Legends has a bunch of music associated with it, a bunch of artists that have made music for the game. But I think having your sound effects specifically produced by a music artist is something that you don't see a lot. And it definitely adds some character to the game. And so they gave him his own set of weapons, and all of them are like, they play music when you use them. It's awesome.
I mean, we kind of, I remember, do you remember when Mr. Beast went to Antarctica? The music for that was by the guy, I think it was Star Wars. So it's definitely not something that happens often, but it is really cool when it does.
Yeah.
Do you remember, speaking of music artists in games though, do you remember is it deadmau5?
Yeah, deadmau5.
With Minecraft?
With Minecraft?
Yeah. I think it's deadmau5.
No.
You don't remember what happened? I'm pretty sure. Here, you talk about the next one. I'm going to double check, because I'm 99% sure it's deadmau5.
I'm not ready to move on to the next one yet. I got some more stuff to say about this.
All right, you do that.
So I honestly hope to see more music collabs with games. Like I've seen, like, we've seen movie collabs, we've seen game collabs. Like, music is a world where I don't think many people realize that gamers tend to listen to music a lot. And I know you're like your own case, but like,
I mean, I listen to music a lot too, just not while I'm gaming. But I still, if I'm not gaming, I'm probably listening to music while I'm riding my bike, when I go to bed.
A lot of people have
chilling.
Music on while they're gaming,
or if I'm playing like Minecraft, right? Like when
Yeah.
I'm not trying to listen to all the footsteps around me, I'm listening to music.
You know, soundtracks are a big part of gaming too. So like, music and gaming practically go hand in hand at this point. And I feel like a lot of people don't really realize that when they're thinking about collabs, which I think is one reason that the music collabs in Fortnite have been so popular, like Marshmello concerts and Ariana Grande. Like, these are artists that gamers know about because they listen to them on a daily basis. And I feel like people need to look further into that, because like anyone who's playing Valorant probably already knew who Zed was. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of untapped, not profit there, I don't want to say profit, just interest there. Like, I feel like it could bring a lot of people in, and it's something you don't see often, so people would be excited to see it more than something like, yes, Iron Man is now in another game. Hooray. Yeah. I'm so excited to see that.
And it is deadmau5. So there's very, very few custom skins. Like, you know how Notch drops an apple? You know, there's only one. He has, you know how in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, you can have bigger hitboxes, like you got big wings or a big hat or something? You can't do that on Java without special. Well, he actually has huge ears. His skin's custom made by Jeb.
But
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. Just a small little thing, right? Like, it's not like a crazy thing, but just really cool, you know, shouting it out kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, who else can say they have a custom Minecraft skin made by Jeb or Notch?
Everybody who uses Steve.
A custom one?
Yeah, Steve is pretty custom, bro.
To that specific person?
Yeah.
And gamer tag.
Oh, yeah.
But there's only one Steve.
And it's your mother. Your mother is now Steve. I have dubbed your mother Steve.
Okay. Madame Steve. Anyway, yes, music X video games, Pog.
Yeah. I think.
How about so that's good, right? But let's say a negative, because I just want to point this out: the fact that freaking Rift Tour did not win. Instead, it was a freaking pre-recorded video in PUBG of a K-pop artist.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of games are trying to follow suit with what Fortnite did, like bring artists into games, make it a live thing, but like nobody's doing it the same way. Like, obviously it's cool to see that there is like an existing collab there, like that they're putting in the effort to make that happen, but the scale that, or I guess the bar that Fortnite has set is just so high at this point, because that was such an amazing event.
Honestly,
it was
you think
literally
Rift Tour,
changing for media.
You think Rift Tour, have you seen the Travis Scott one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't in game, but like, I honestly don't like Travis Scott, but I still think anyone that's watched it can agree that is still probably the biggest Fortnite event to date. Like, it was insane, the level it was. Like, you're going around literally to planets. And this isn't like a small little thing. Like, you're literally like going to planets, like different islands practically. Like, it was massive.
So Fortnite has set the bar so high at this point that anybody who tries to follow suit, like we've seen Roblox do so many different things. We've seen PUBG try different things. Like, people have tried to replicate what they've done without being a direct copy, and they just haven't managed to capture the same element that Fortnite
can't
did.
even do it. I'm looking at you.
Like, I think at this point, Fortnite's problem is that they're focusing too much on the creative aspect of it. Like, they're not producing their own original content anymore. They want to force people into creative,
and it sucks. But that's a different topic. We already covered this. We're gonna cover it more when Creative 2.0 comes. Like, we'll talk about it.
Definitely.
But
anyways,
we have more of the list.
Yes. Apparently there was a Super Smash Bros. Smartwatch.
Okay.
And like this. I don't think it was specifically. Oh gosh, $2,150, limited edition. That's a lot of money for a smartwatch. And it's not even like a collab with Apple or anything.
Let's see.
Super Mario details around the rim and face of the watch. The bulk of Mario content was contained within the unique display loaded via the watch's Wear OS. Meeting activity goals led to brief animations of Mario powering up with a mushroom, jumping out of a warp pipe, grabbing a star.
Nice.
That's honestly, that's a completely from the ground up OS then.
Oh, I just remembered. I watched this random video. It was this phone call. Here, you keep talking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a completely from the ground up OS. Like, that's actually kind of impressive. Once again, Nintendo collabed with something that wasn't a big company. Like, I don't remember ever hearing about this, and that must mean it didn't do too well, but like, it also had to have made them some money, because otherwise they wouldn't have done it in the first place.
Yeah. Okay. I found it. So this is from Marcus.
Okay.
We've seen like collabs with technology too, right? This company made collabed with Coca-Cola.
What company?
It's a phone company.
Just print my logo on the back and pay me already.
Roomy.
Roomy?
Roomy? Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, probably a smaller one. But so what do you think when you think like technology collab? Like he even said like in the beginning, like you just slap the logo on the back, right?
I guess.
So you know how there's built-in apps, especially like on Android, right?
Mm-hmm.
This phone is top notch. When you plug it in, fuzz comes up, like Coke fuzz when you're pouring soda. All the app icons are based off of Coca-Cola.
Bruh.
Like, every little part about it, including the box, the case, the cable, literally everything is Coca-Cola.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this to you. You watch it either now or like on your free time, but it's just really fun. Like, that's like what we need. Like, this is so much better because like I'm thinking like Fortnite X Balenciaga, right? Literally a PNG of Fortnite on a shirt, and it's $1,000.
Yeah.
That's kind of like that's also like a collab thing. It's official too. Like Ariana Grande had the same problem when she was in with Rift Tour. It was really bad. But like that Coca-Cola X net phone company is the perfect example. And they obviously that's a little too much. Like they've been above and beyond. I don't want that level of every single collab that I ever see. But like we need more of that.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I think you get a kick out of it. It's pretty funny.
Full edition of
One more Nintendo collab that I do want to bring up is the Mario Lego sets that they've been putting out.
Yeah.
I feel like that was one of the best Nintendo collabs that we are ever going to get. Because, like, Nintendo and Lego are something that really hasn't happened much in the past, and I feel like that makes no sense to me how it hasn't. Because, like, you think all the big IPs that Lego's collabed with, right? You got Marvel, you got Star Wars, Indiana Jones, like, all these big ones. Even in just sets, you got, like, oh gosh, what's a just set one?
I have no idea.
There were Ben 10 sets at one point. That was fun.
Yeah.
We've had Pokemon sets.
Yep.
Yeah. Just a bunch of other ones like that. But I don't, like, Mario seems so clearly fit for Lego, and I'm surprised that they hadn't done it up until this point. But the way that they did it was so above and beyond what people were asking for. Like, people would have been happy with just, like, Course 1, World 1 in Lego form. But no, they said, hold my unspecified non-alcoholic beverage.
Red Bull.
And
It's not alcoholic.
And they made it like completely interactable, like all these different parts that Mario himself like plays sound effects for, and like it was really cool to see all the different pieces. Is it like the Minecraft one where it has like just a custom like build whatever level you want out of Minecraft blocks, but Mario? Kind of. It's like you can buy these different pieces, like some of them are just like, here's part of mushrooms, and like here's a castle, and like different pieces that you can link together to make the track. And then like have you seen any of this? No, I don't care about Mario. Oh, okay. Well, Mario himself is like a little, he has a screen on his stomach, and if you bounce him on like the Goombas or the Koopas, he'll like make a ding sound. You'll see the coin pop up on his stomach, and like there's a timer from the start of the level till he touches the flag, and it's really cool to see. I think one thing, again, this isn't like specifically for this, but I think it's just really cool, and I've seen a lot done with Lego robotics. Like people don't realize how advanced like even that is. Like I've seen full-on vending machines, but on Legos. Like it's little tiny ones. You just throw a little Lego coin in and you turn it, but like it fully throws everything out, making a little box, like a Happy Meal box, and shipping it out. Like it's insane what you can do with the Lego robotic stuff. Yeah, no, they've come really far, and I feel like Lego is one of the best people to go to if you're like wanting to get into that kind of thing. Like it is a very simple way to learn. Like if you try and learn coding, there are plenty of tools out there to introduce you to coding through something else. Like that. Like it's really basic. Or even Roblox, a lot of, right? Like Roblox is a great example. Obviously, you're not going to be making of the big ones like Jailbreak, but you can definitely make a basic Tycoon and learn the basics of game coding or creating. I mean, even my brother Kieran, he doesn't really have a huge interest in coding, but he's been really getting into like the Minecraft command system and like that, like working out how all that works in that command block command thing. Yeah, like, it's insane. Those deal with all the different values, and like it's really interesting to see. Even Fortnite creative, like having different channels and linking everything. And even in learning that, he already now knows some of the basics of coding. So yeah, it might change different to language, but the basics of like you need a prompt command to start like print before you can print. And so if I go building all these Lego Technic sets, I now know a little bit more about robotics and wiring and stuff. Yeah, like robotics and mechanics. What's the word on mechanics? Not. Is it? Would it be mechanics? I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm guessing mechanics. Sure, we'll go with that. Mechanics. I know what I'm talking about. That sounds like a right word. Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. We're very much straight off topic from collabs. Yeah. Let's go back to the list. What's some more collabs? All right, next one on the list. Apparently there are PlayStation sneakers. Yeah. There's a lot of PlayStation collabs too. But sneakers? Yeah. And they're not even like Skechers sneakers. They're like sneakers. Yeah. And apparently there were RTX 3080 graphics card sneakers as well. That does not surprise me. I don't know why these need to exist, but apparently they do. Bro, and like Xbox made a fridge out of their Xbox. Like, what do you expect? But that's based on a meme. That was a meme. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the internet. What? Here's the thing. It's like Rule 34. If it's gonna exist, right? It's the internet. I mean, I guess that's fair. People like do walk all over PlayStation. Like, it's gonna be. Oh, get wrecked. You just got destroyed.
At least my console doesn't look like a fridge, and then it is a fridge, and it's.
At least
I don't
mine
know
doesn't
if
look
it is
like
a fridge.
like a spaceship.
That's cool. Futuristic spaceship is so much better than a box.
Debatable.
No, it's a fact.
Anyways, next one. Sonic colognes?
Clones or colognes?
Cologne, as in the
Smell.
The aromatic spray.
Aromatics.
I don't know who asked for Sonic colognes, but they exist.
That one I am surprised by,
some
because Sonic is
reason.
more for kids. I say that, and I've heard some clips from that one Sonic show, and it's very much not meant for kids.
Like this caption. Have you ever wondered what Sonic smells like? Yeah, us neither, but now we've introduced that unwanted quandary to your life. Allow us to offer an unnecessary answer. Official Sega colognes unveiled last month. Now you too can wear the scent of a sweaty hedgehog pelting across a patchwork of green squares.
Why? Can we just move on? Let's just move on to the next one. 'Cause
That is so great.
okay then.
Oh my word.
Let's just go to the next one.
Yeah. This one I remember seeing and was like, why does this exist? There's a Gucci Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
There's like a whole suitcase that goes with it too, and it has like the Gucci logo plastered all
think I've
across
seen
it.
somebody
2
use it.
controllers with it.
I've seen some people
like,
doing like
okay.
the really rare PlayStation and Xboxes and stuff, like the full gold phone or something. So, have you seen the really cool Apple phone? It has part of the first Apple computer in it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's like one of the there's only like 1,000 made or something. Just one of those really. There's actually this really cool phone company, that can make it like custom phones, and it's just really cool. Again, I've watched a lot of like shorts from Mr. Who's Your Boss and stuff. But you know what? We want to do a phone episode, don't we? I'll wait to talk more about the phone stuff later. And again, this is collabs, not tech.
Yeah, the last one on the list here, I'm not sure is weird, but it was definitely surprising when we saw it. Do you remember the Martin Luther King collab in Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's here on this list. I don't know why Fortnite did it, but apparently Times Magazine was also involved in this collab.
Yeah.
Did you play it?
I got the music.
Okay, I can't remember if I played it or not. If I did, I didn't remember it.
Wow. Wow. That's not...
Look, I've heard Martin Luther King's story like 4 times.
4 times? That's pathetic.
Bad.
That's not even that surprising, because like Fortnite right now has celebrating women in the shop, right? Like,
yeah,
they kind of try to do that, and I feel like that's just one of those things that it's not really a political thing for the civil rights movement at this point.
Yeah.
And if it is political, then you're the problem. So that I'm not too surprised about. Now, if it was some other topics, then maybe, but like racism and that's not too surprising. Fortnite using its... I mean, look at the secret library in Minecraft. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
You don't know? So you know how a lot of countries have censored government? So what somebody did was they actually built this really cool Minecraft map, and they put like news articles and the Bible in Minecraft books. But these countries don't block Minecraft, so they have access to these restricted documents and stuff, like the Constitution in China or something like the Constitution of the United States in China, like news articles and everything, and it's in this Minecraft map. It's called the Secret Library.
That's smart.
Obviously, I don't know if it's still up because it got a lot of coverage all over the internet, so they might have seen it and took it down. But you know, it's just really cool seeing stuff like that. Like studios, like something like, obviously it's not official by Minecraft, but we have seen some Minecraft, like Minecraft Live, right? Seeing them use their power to really influence the world. So seeing something like Fortnite trying to spread this positive message isn't that surprising.
Yeah.
Compared to the other stuff
weird
on this
the way
weird
that they did
list.
it. Yeah.
You know, I don't see that following Sonic clone.
Yeah. That's
But anyway.
intriguing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, that's the last one on the list. This was an adventure.
And a half. From all the tech talk, that's where the half came from.
Yep, definitely. So, any final thoughts?
Huh.
Huh. No, that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm just thinking about the Cologne message.
A sweaty hedgehog
Running
running
across
across
green.
green squares.
Oh, fine.
Quite the scent.
Wait. What do you think it is? Do you think they just went to a middle school boys' locker room and took a whole bunch of it and shoved it in a bottle?
They just scooped up the sweat after PE class. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good.
We're making it worse.
Oh my. Anyways, what have we learned here today, folks?
There's more than just Fortnite collabing with things, even though that's what literally everyone talks about all the time.
Yeah, this is true.
I think that is a very important thing. That's one thing that I said, not when I texted JJ, to look it up, not mainstream. A lot of people, obviously, if you don't know Call of Duty, you're not gonna know, but a lot of people knew about Snoop Dogg collabing with Call of Duty, right? Almost everyone knows Fortnite's collabed with everything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But there are other games like Sea of Thieves, right? Pokemon, I guess you just didn't know that they did everything.
Yeah,
That's a you thing, I'm sorry. But
freaking Oreos and diamonds.
Yep. But no, I think it's really cool and just important to realize that there's other stuff out there that is doing these big collaborations. I think that the horror games, what was it, Dead by Daylight and Resident Evil, games like that is a really big collaboration. I'm not saying it's as big as Endgame in Fortnite, but it's a really big deal, and just it doesn't get the coverage because of these other mainstream AAA title games that are taking up the fame of these other ones. How many people that aren't in the Terraria community hearing about the Dead Cells X Terraria?
Probably not a lot of people.
Probably not a lot of people. But how many people know about Eren Yeager in the Battle Pass this season?
A lot
Pretty
of
much
people.
everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's just kind of fun. Just kind of look into it, because obviously we've covered a few, but there is a lot more out there. Like I said, Minecraft collab with Crocs recently.
Yeah, that was interesting to see, not gonna lie.
Put in sports mode. Would you technically count pop figures collabing with everything?
No, because that's specifically IP brands. So Pop doesn't have their own original
they do.
figures.
There's pop figures.
Like what?
I don't know,
their
but there is
original
pop figures.
From what?
No, it is pop figures. It is not part of the Marvel or WandaVision series. It's part of pop.
From what?
Their series.
They don't. What are they making figures of from their series? Any original pop stuff that has manifested is strictly because they have collabed with IPs. I think that's how they started. I don't think they could have gotten anywhere making their own stuff if it weren't for the collabs.
I'm not saying it came first, but I've seen pop series stuff. In different stores. I can't find any here, but that's probably because nobody...
Probably because they don't exist.
They do exist, but how many people want a random person versus Eren Yeager or Nezuko? Or apparently the first one that pops up is Eddie from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And then we got Super Saiyan Rose.
I'm looking here and all I'm seeing is branded stuff.
Well, I've seen it in stores by Pop. Through Pop.
Oh, here, maybe this? Dorbs? Whatever Dorbs is? Possible? No, that's just a different version of a Pop.
I don't think this
I
is.
don't know.
I don't
know
think
what you're on
this
about,
is an
buddy.
official. Is this an official page? I don't think this is an official page. Well, they exist. I can promise you that. There is pop series stuff.
I'm sure. You find them for me.
All right. And then what are you gonna do when I find them?
I'll say that you're right.
Again.
Sure, bud.
But anyway.
I'd be calling your bluff. Anyway, yep. I would not say pop is
No.
considered collab because that's kind of all they do.
Yeah. But. Anywho. Collabs are a thing.
Yep.
They're pretty fabulous.
What is one collab that you want to see and in what game?
One Piece and Fortnite.
You know what? Fair. I don't know why I didn't see that coming.
I don't know why would you even ask this? I feel like it's pretty obvious at this point. No, let's see. Honestly though, it's still Fortnite. I wouldn't mind seeing Maze Runner or Hunger Games.
Honestly, yeah.
I really like those books. Like, I don't like reading books. I know you don't like reading books, but I also don't like. I read them more than you. But
yeah,
I remember Sports Trials, the second of the Maze Runner. It is the only book that I've read in a week. I could not put it down. I could not stop reading that. I was up late reading.
Yeah, no,
like,
I love the Hunger Games movies and
movies
books
were
as well.
all right. Maze Runner movies sucked. Hunger Game movies were all right. Both the book series, phenomenal. Easily my favorite books ever. So I would not mind seeing, like, imagine Katniss Everdeen or some of the Maze Runner, or imagine like the enemy, like the people with the flare disease from Maze Runner in Fortnite.
That could honestly be so cool. Like, I'd love to see that.
And I'm trying to think like the Predator POI, but like with a maze, right? Like we could totally get like a POI or something.
Like a constantly changing maze.
Bro, imagine it changed every
Or like
match.
the cornucopia from Hunger Games.
Yes.
That could be awesome.
Dude, imagine literally at Loot Lake that's in the middle.
And it's just a butt ton of loot. That could be awesome.
No, like I'm thinking like right now with the capture points. Like you capture and you get something.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That'd be
awesome.
so good.
It's
That'd
still
be so
Fortnite.
good.
Fortnite really is the only thing I care about. Because like even though I play other games, I don't care about Katniss Everdeen in Minecraft. I don't need her bow in Terraria.
I mean, I feel like we didn't really mention that fact. Like, Minecraft has done a lot of big
Minecraft's
collabs
also done
as well.
with everything, but like, I feel like Minecraft is different because how does that affect Minecraft?
I guess that's true. It's
a
technically
skin.
DLC, so no skins and maps and textures
and texture packs. But like, how much does that really change the way you play the game? Compared to Fortnite with a POI or a gun, like ODM gear, compared to Halo with a whole level.
It's really just the texture pack that
It's
would
just
do
the
it.
texture pack, but that doesn't really change the fundamental idea of Minecraft, which is you go break a tree.
Yes, but at the same time, a lot of Fortnite
table.
collaborations are just skins, which is also just cosmetic
A lot of them,
and doesn't
but
change the
I
way
think
you
the
play.
ones that really change it were like the Spider-Man Mythic or the Thanos Gauntlet, right? Like they actually do change the way you play the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes, not all of them, but I think that's one reason why Fortnite is above the rest, right? Like a Minecraft collab with Toy Story versus Travis Scott concert collab. Which one is a bigger deal?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But yeah, Minecraft has technically collabed with like everything too.
Because they have literally Microsoft behind them.
Yeah, they own most of the IPs.
Yeah.
Or besties with people that own the IPs.
Yeah.
But yeah, how about you answer your own question? What's a collab that you would love to see in a game? And I'm gonna revoke Scarlet Nexus in Fortnite.
That's cheating. You can't do that. Fine, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
But isn't Assassin's Creed in Fortnite already?
Yes, but that's Ezio, not Cassandra.
That's fair. What about Assassin's Creed in Scarlet Nexus?
I'm sorry, no, I don't want to see that. That would not fit. That would not go well. Like, I don't care what you say. That would not go well.
What about Scarlet Nexus in, hear me out, World War II?
That would just be OP, bro. Freaking psychokinesis just throwing guys at each other. Yeah.
I mean, like,
no, because they could just psychokinesis.
they don't
the
know
nuke.
what's happening.
You know
They
what?
probably
Valid.
just get nuke dropped. They probably just get a nuke dropped on them. Could they?
Yeah.
Could they? What if they are the nuke?
Pretty much.
And with that, thank you all for listening to... I don't know what today's episode was. JJ was stupid on the definition of protagonist. We talked a lot about technology for whatever reason, even though we wanted to talk about video game collabs. And then we had... And make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell on Twitter or Instagram to be notified when we get posts. And see you all in the next one. I'm gonna go cry.